Hi, welcome to video number 4, using your dispute reasons to maximize results. Okay, so we are still dealing with this example account, the Capital One, all this information. We now know the flow of your reasons versus how you can attack the bureaus. Now, what are the reasons that we would use? So for data loss activity, we would very simply state this account needs to be removed because Experian reports 515, Equifax 918, and TransUnion 1015. This is not accurate, the information is not the same, and it cannot be reported. Or it just needs to be removed for inaccuracy. Date of last payment, so data last activity, data last payment would be the same thing, except for instead of activity, you would say payment, okay? Just remember, everything needs to be accurate, complete, and verifiable, and not only that, but consistent from report to report. It can't be 3 different dates in 2 different years. How is that possible? If you remember back on how to dispute part 1, I told you that that date is imperative to the reporting of the account. It literally states when this account's going to come off. So how can there be 3 different dates? Okay, so going down to the next one is going to be payment history. So for payment history, you can start with this first date of delinquency. You can dispute the fact that there are late payments after charge-off, anything having to do with the late payment history, but I normally recommend starting with that oldest late payment all the way back on 5/15 where it says that you were late, because it's the most difficult for them to verify. So your dispute reason would be, I paid on time, May 2015, or whenever it was. Delete this account immediately for inaccuracy. Okay, going down to the high balance. This high balance is 14,222, 225, but the balance is 15,000. So because because the balance is higher than the high balance, this account needs to be removed for inaccuracy. Monthly payment. The monthly payment of $500 is on a closed account. This account needs to be removed because there should not be a monthly payment on a closed account. Status update date. We didn't write it on here, but if you go back to video 3, I talked about it. So if it said something from like before you disputed a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, then when they come back and say that the account is verified as accurate, the date should change. And if it does not change, then your dispute reason would be, this account, this status update date should have reflected the date that you verified this account. Because you didn't update it, it means that you did not verify it and you did not do an investigation, and this account needs to be removed. We already did high balance, so we already did first date of delinquency. Remember, anything with the payment history, you can dispute anything on there. Violations. We went over the violations in the last video, but if you recall, one of them was section 609. I'm using that one because most people know it. So if they failed to send something, you're disputing a collection, and they failed to send you something that proves you signed a contract or that you had an agreement to pay or owe, you would very simply state that you need to remove this account because I requested the method of verification and the proof of ownership and you didn't provide it. You didn't furnish this information. Delete for false reporting. Okay, it is a violation if they don't do that. Another one would be the notice of dispute. So we're going down this way. Notice of dispute. You didn't enter the required notice of dispute, and because of this account is in violation and needs to be removed. Method of verification. Okay, so I disputed this inaccurate account. I asked for the method of verification, and all you said was that it was verified by the original creditor. Due to the fact that you didn't provide, number 1, the method of verification detail, number 2, the proof that the account is actually verified as accurate and reported as required under the FCRA, this account needs to be removed for violation. Failure to remove, correct, or verify. You failed to remove, correct, or verify an inaccurate account after I've provided direct, irrefutable facts from my credit report. Delete for violation. No reinvestigation or independent investigation. you are simply repeating to me what the original creditor stated to you, and you have absolutely no proof that you ever did an investigation, and I don't believe that you ever did one. Please remove this account for violation. Eoscar use. I need to see something proving to me that you did not use an electronic response and that you in fact went beyond just repeating to me what the creditor told you. If you don't have something that you can physically furnish to me, then this account needs to be removed for violation. Proof. We have been talking about the proof, but if you want another one, I disputed this Capital One 517-805 account because of the following inaccuracies, blah, 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 blah. You failed to provide any proof after not correcting and stating it was verified. This is a violation of my rights and needs to be removed. And then leads on to violations and goes to the CFPB. So if this goes to the CFPB, what you need to provide are the following. You need all your letters. You need a proof of the violations. So you sent these letters on this date, and this date. This is the problem. You need to give, some sort of description, and you need to tell them the outcome that you want. I want these accounts removed because of these violations. They failed to correct these inaccuracies. Here is my proof. And you also want to provide your credit report to back up everything that you're saying. Okay, so as you can see, you have a ton, I was gonna say hella, you have hella different reasons to go after them. You have a ton of ammunition. You really just need to look at everything that you possibly can and reanalyze every single time. So I know that all of this and everything that we've gone over is a lot, just based on this information, but this is how you get your negative items removed. And just remember, action, justifier, reason, okay? As long as you're telling them what you want, I want you to remove this or update this. You tell them because, and then give your dispute reason. That is the formula that makes up a dispute reason for every single account, okay? So we are moving on to section 5, wrapping it all together. I'll see you there.